All right, so tonight we are ready to begin, but I will curtail the presentation in a kind of way that we might just pass and mention a few, but we will not highlight everything because as the list is getting bigger and bigger, and if you were to give extensive wrap on everything, then it will take us 2 hours. So we will do a little abbreviation to some, but there's three of them in particular I want to highlight a little more. All right, so tonight we are here to present our another Monday Night Live LiveGood presentation, and we are grateful to have you with us here. What you would have heard about LiveGood, I'm sure that probably there's nobody new joining us, but if you have not, LiveGood it's a very, very good company, but it's a business, it's an opportunity, but it's an actual company that is established in the United States of America, right there in Florida. And it's very, very convenient for us in the Caribbean because we're just under Florida. So it makes it easier for us to get items down flown to us, right? So that's good. Our location is just the right place. But LiveGood is committed to helping people. And the way that they do this is that by bringing to us the most advanced nutritional supplements on the market. All right. And the reason that it is so, it's because it is made with the purest, highest quality ingredients, right? It is manufactured using certified good manufacturing processes right there that meets American standards. And it is result oriented. What do we mean? It means it is formulated specifically to achieve the results. So it is not just item that is thrown into a bottle and expectations. I said, well, this has to be good for this and this has to be good for that. No, it is studied, it is analyzed, it is formulated to achieve result. And having said all of that, we leave out the high prices, right? So without the high prices that you will get with other companies. And ultimately, our mission is to help people get healthy and to stay healthy without having to spend a fortune to do it. And you will see for yourself that our price is second to none. All right. And there's not probably there's no other network marketing company that have genuine products that can match our prices. All right. And there's still more guarantees. But who are the persons who are involved in this company? Well, we have Ben Glensky. Ben Glensky is the founder of and CEO, the chief executive officer of this company. And he, along with his friend Noda Kazan, are the ones who conceptualized the business and literally put it together. All right. They had been in other network marketing companies before. They have a combined almost 50 years of experience in network marketing. So they know the nitty-gritties of it. But beyond that, they have been owners of network marketing companies. They also have been managers of other business or other network marketing company. So they have a wealth of information. So what they came up with is they've noticed that the network marketing company basically they have lost their way in that they have not made any kind of changes to what they have been doing for the last how many years, 60 years or so. Some of them have been in existence, and but societal trends has moved on, all right, and persons are no longer willing to spend a fortune upon products. They could get products similar, maybe substandard in a sense, but they could get products that are almost comparative to the high price ones that they used to spend for. And they can get it on Amazon for half of the price. They would rather spend half of the price because trust me, the money, the inflation, the value of the money we have is not as it was before. And so persons are counting the dimes and seeing where it can best fit on the responsibility that each dollar has. And so with that, they may be excited about good companies, but if the price is beyond their reach, they will not spend too much time in the company. They will simply drop out, not because they didn't want to continue, but because they just can't afford it. All right. So the companies that keep their prices high because they need to pay compensation on these prices, they're losing membership, they're losing interest, and they're losing growth because persons are moving elsewhere. All right. They have teamed up because their focus is on health and increasing and improving person's health so that they could, fight off germs and diseases and environmental conditions and so forth. They have teamed up with the health team, right? The health team of Ryan and Lisa Goodkins. Dr. Ryan Goodkin is a pharmacist by profession, but he's also a nutritionist. So that's a nice combination, having the having the understanding the science, understanding the rudiments of medicine and so forth, but actually switching it from being a reactive profession to a proactive profession. What do we mean? Dr. Ryan Goodkin has said that when he started and when he was trained to be a pharmacist, he recognized that pretty much the pharmacists come onto the scene after the person have been diagnosed with a disease. The person comes from medicine, right? And it has bothered him that persons have to be trying to correct things, always trying to correct things and repair things. And he thought that it would have been best if persons can prevent themselves from getting sick. And of course, our parents taught us that way back then, an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure, right? And so he went back to study into the nutritional health line, and ultimately following the oath by Hippocrates, that's not Hippocrates who said that let your food be your medicine your food. That ultimately is what have driven him to go into this line where we are going to use genuine plant-based material to actually help person build up their immune system and ward off the diseases that they would have maybe succumbed or would have overcome them earlier in their life. So ultimately with Lisa Goodkin, who is a health educator and a lifestyle exemplar of what it means to be in health, right? Honestly, she is a very, very, very fit. She's a product of she's a product of a product of the product, basically, because she uses all of the ingredients and the compounds and so forth and the medicine. I call it medicine because it is proactive medicine, but she uses all of it for herself and for her children as well, and does the exercise and does the lifestyle and teaches us about the lifestyle and everything of that sort. So we know that we are in good hands with this team. They know the network marketing aspect, the business aspect, but they also know the health aspect, and they have brought this company about. Just today is exactly 17 months since the company is in existence. Just 17 months, that's a year and 5 months. And within that time, we have seen astronomical growth. And when I say we are over 1.2 million members. We are not talking about persons who have heard of the company or who even bought items in the company, because a lot of persons do not become members, they just buy the items. But persons who have actually signed up into the company and have become affiliate members of the company, over 1.2 million, members in that short space of time. Let me tell you, it took Amazon 2 years to get to 1 million members. Amazon, the mighty Amazon. And within 13 months, we had already achieved that. Seriously smashing all kind of previous record of any MLS company. So you ask, why are persons so excited about LiveGood? And it is, well, for a number of reasons, but for one, your savings, right? Persons, you are able to save up to 75% compared to if you're buying products from other network marketing company. Now, that is a big, big, big plus for persons. A dollar save is a dollar earned. And as I said earlier on, it is getting increasingly more difficult not only to make the dollar, but to actually be able to spend it wisely, because there's so much demand upon that little dollar, and the value for the dollar that maybe once used to be 100% now has shrunk down to like 70 percent, right? Because of inflation. In other words, you go to the supermarket for $100, and what you could have bought some years ago, you recognize that you can only buy half of it. Price of commodity has increased. Ultimately, it's not so much the price of the commodity that's increasing, it's your money value that has decreased, ultimately making the price look more inflated. So that is exactly what's happening. So if you can get yourself products for your health, but you would still have some money back in your pocket, and a lot, to buy other things of interest, to pay your bills, and to, you know, other things that needs to be done, then you are in a win-win situation. All right, so that's number one. Number two, LiveGood has some of the most amazing products. As we said earlier on, the price is incredibly low price. There is no auto shipping. As with many other network marketing company, you know, you have to keep buying it every month and so forth. This one, it is at your pleasure, when you want, if you want. You do not, there's no obligation for you to buy products, but you do it if you desire. There is no monthly, you don't have to sell products for the company either. That's not a requirement. Again, if you want to do it, you do, but that's not a requirement. Guess what? You can use the product, and even after you've used the product and you're not satisfied with the result, you can send the empty bottle back to LiveGood. 90 days you have to be able to send it back, empty bottle, and they would refund you the money that you spent to buy the product. No questions asked. And it had that condition it didn't just start, it had been there from the very beginning of the company, and hardly do they get anybody taking up the challenge. No reason, persons are satisfied with the product. All right, and that pretty much is it. We have an incredible compensation plan. I will talk about that, and just our business model is just really, really amazing. All right, and that has pushed LiveGood to the top of the ladder as it comes to network marketing company, and that is within just less than that. We became high up there. Different persons are ranking us in terms of our distribution, in terms of the money, the products that we have, and the costs and everything, the overall satisfaction that persons are getting, and they're rating us right up there, above Amway, above Young Living, above even. All right, so LiveGood also, as unlike Amazon and Jeff Bezos, would not give money back to its members. They might give you a discount, they might give you a free coupon or something of that sort, but they don't give the money back in, because when they give you the coupon, ultimately it's spent back into the company, because you can't take that coupon and go elsewhere and spend it. So ultimately they pick it back, the money that they gave you. But we actually give you money that you can remove from the company and spend it wherever that you want. So that's an advantage with LiveGood as well. Now, LiveGood is basically based upon the best, most genuine products. Most recently, 2 weeks ago, we added a new one. That was in the making for some time, but it has come on, and let me tell you, it does not stay on the shelf, right? When this product was launched 2 weeks ago, 100,000 bottles was sold within the first 2 hours of it being launched, right? 100,000 bottles, to the point that they have put a cap on it. I said you can't order more than one because so many persons are desirous of this product, and you know, it's just been the demand is just higher than the production, right? So what is that product all about? You see, a lot of persons struggle with their weight, and they've tried many things to manage their weight. They have been on some systems and products and so forth, and they have seen some results, and sometimes as soon as they stop, the result, you know, the weight comes back, and it has become a frustration for a lot of persons, right? Now, ultimately, persons think of eating less and moving more, and that should take care of the problem, kind of lifestyle, right? So both your eat and your physical, your physicality, your physical exercise and so forth. And that is good. So you have diet and exercise that is in place for almost everything with health, not just for weight loss, right? That is very, very essential, right? But when it comes for managing weight, it goes beyond that, right? Because most products, most management weight management products or system, they address one primary objective, and that is to suppress your appetite in to help you consume less calories. So if you put in less calories, then your body will burn up from the reserves, right? But whilst you do that, whilst you are starving yourself ultimately, because you're counting the calories and so forth, you find yourself also being deficient of other minerals and other, because primarily food contains your minerals, your vitamins, your calories, your proteins, and everything of that sort. So, right? So whilst you are decreasing the calories, because they are not separated, you can't say, okay, well, let me just avoid the calories, but still have the vitamins. You can't do that when with the food, because everything is in one thing. It's like maybe in a liquid form, maybe in a solid form, but everything is inside there. So when you decrease your calorie, the likelihood is that you are also decreasing other minerals and vitamins. And so your body now, instead of whilst it's trying to correct one situation, it's also getting deficient in other situations. All right. And that is where a lot of the weight loss system fails, right? Because they are not supporting the body in these other needs. So lean, on the other hand, we've taken that in. Dr. Ryan Goodkin have taken all of that into consideration, and he have brought onto the market the world's first and only body composition improvement formula. Notice what it says: body composition improvement formula, because when you go on lean, and when you it's not just suppressing your appetite, it actually changes your body composition, right? And we'll see how it does that. So lean addresses the 4 processes that are absolutely crucial to help you achieving weight loss and also maintaining it. And there are 4 aspects that you have to consider. And in lean, the products in lean contains all of that. So nothing is left out. First, you have to be able to increase your metabolism, right? Most persons tell you, but look at my size, my food size, my plate size. I'm not eating any more than anybody else. As a matter of fact, I'm hardly eating, but I'm just getting bigger and bigger, right? It could be, and for the most part, it is their metabolism, the rate of their metabolism, how fast food burns or calorie burns in their system. As you get older, your metabolism slows. But there are some other people, because of genetics and other reasons, that have much slower metabolism. So their food does not burn, energy is not expelled, and so it is stored. The body stores energy as ATP, it stores calories as glycogen, which is the fat, and it deposits it into the adipose tissue, and then you put on fat, right? So you need to be able to increase your metabolism. And some of the compounds that in lean that helps that is the vitamin B12, the green tea extract, and all 7 digestive enzyme, the protease, the papain, the amylase for the calories, the lipase to break down the fat. All of these are there in that product to help digest and break down and burn up these compounds that you eat in your food. So that increases your metabolism. The other aspect of that you need to consider is eating less. Of course, taking in less, and that is in place. If you're already too big and you want to be taking in less than you actually need, and so your body will now have to use from the stores, right? That it has put aside for the wet days. It has to go into there and to use to continue to sustain you. But you want to be careful with that, because ultimately what happens is that as you curb your cravings and you suppress your appetite, persons do it for a while, and eventually they just lose control, because the body is craving the you have an increased craving for food, for chicken, and for all of the things that, because you have been depriving yourself for all of this time, and eventually you're just going to binge eating again, and it's difficult to stop. So we have very, very important compounds here, like white kidney bean extract and glucomannan and some others, fimbriata and so forth. These are natural compounds are found around the world. Some is in India, some is in New Zealand, and so forth. And they work remarkable. They work very, very well to help suppress the appetite. Some of them work similar to Ozempic, and they work on the GLP-1 glucagon-like peptide pathway that helps curb your craving and help burn your fat. So there's actual science behind what's inside there, but all natural. All natural. That's the most important thing. Now, the other thing also is burning fat. One of the things that happens with most persons who are obese, they have a difficulty burning fat. The body burns calories, okay, but the fat is very, very stubborn, right? And the more and the more they eat less or whatever, the fat that just seems to stick up on your body and does not want to be used, right? So you need to increase your fat burning, and chromium helps with that. Helps increase your fat burning, and the berberine also. So these are again a natural products that helps with the fat burning. And then you want to increase your immune system, because you want that whilst you are focusing on one aspect of your body, you are not depriving your other aspects. So immune system is ultimately important. Do anybody wonder why that you have heard that they give antibiotics to the birds and they put it in their feed so that they would grow bigger? Well, if your immune system uses a lot of energy to keep, it's like the safeguarding of your body, and like think of guardsmen that stand on guard to protect the business, right? So that's what it is, and so it invests a lot of its energy into that. So when you give an animal an antibiotic, it basically takes the job of the immune system, what the immune system will be doing. So it prevents the animal from getting infection. So instead of it's concentrating its energy in fighting germs, because that is already taken care of, it redirects the energy into growth. Right? Now, is that a good practice? Absolutely not. Right? That's not. I'm telling you, that's the logic behind it. Well, with lean, the logic is you need to keep your immune system robust whilst you are concentrating on losing weight. So do not deprive the minerals and the vitamins and so forth that you need to keep a healthy immune system, because whilst you may be using weight, you're also getting germs, you're also getting cancer, you're also getting, environmental degradation of your cells and so forth. So you don't want that. And so you need to be able to protect that as well. And that is why, with the science behind it, persons, even though no one had used it before, but just understanding the science, persons knew that this was going to work. And persons, as I said, they just flocked and took everything, and then it have been replenished once and replenished twice and so forth. But it is really, really selling a lot. Then previous to that, we had another weight management coffee. Well, it's called it's really an organic coffee flavor, more like, but it has 6 functional mushroom, and again the mushroom does the same thing. It stimulates the fat burning, and it's an adaptogen, right? That helps you your body feels better, ease your stress, support your body, and so forth. So that has been in place for a while. Some persons, because they do not use the coffee, they probably would rather something else, or maybe another flavor. All right, we have multivitamins. I'm not going to go into that tonight because I want to focus on a little less for the products. We have vitamin D. We all need vitamin D, and pretty much we're supposed to get our vitamin D from the sun, but many persons are not staying much in the sun. In fact, a survey showed that way back then, it's not even a new survey, but it showed that persons are actually only spending 7.6% of their day in the outdoor. 7.6 compared to an entire 100% of 24 hours. 7.6 would be maybe just about less than just over an hour or so, in the outdoors. And most of the time, even though they are in the outdoors, they're fully covered, and the skin and the sun hardly even shine on their skin, on their face, or any place like that. So that's not enough time for us to be able to manufacture the vitamin D. And so a lot of persons are deficient in vitamin D, even if it's potentially available all around him. All right. This is the only vitamin that the body produces that it can manufacture. That is vitamin D. And I think that the good Lord made it so that because he knows it's the most important vitamin that we need to support our immune system, he made it abundantly available. So please spend some more time in the sun and do not run away from it as you probably have done in the past. It's very, very important. Why do you need vitamin D? For strong bones? Because vitamin D is responsible for the absorption of calcium into the cells, into the body. Without the vitamin D, calcium is not absorbed. And so you need calcium for your bones. And if you don't have the vitamin D, then it's not getting absorbed. A good rule of thumb, if you're buying calcium tablets, it's nice to have the ones that has vitamin D with it, and even magnesium as well. All right. So, but just ensure that if you have the vitamin D, if you have a vitamin D supplement already taken, like here, maybe you don't need it. But if you don't, if all you're buying is calcium tablet, it's good to have one that has vitamin D. All right. So, so that said, magnesium is very important. I just mentioned it. Magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in the body every single day. And so magnesium is absolutely important for body function, for muscle function, for nerve function, for your energy, and your stress management and focus and all of these things that your body needs on a daily basis, right? Right? Magnesium is the catalyst behind a lot of the reactions to produce this thing. So when your magnesium is low, then all of these things slows down and you are not able to cope with, you have had problems, you have difficulty sleeping, you're not able to cope with stress and so forth. So they're very important. Now, vitamin super red, I was about to call it vitamin red. Super red is absolutely very important. Super red is a formulation that is made with the red line of fruits and vegetable, right? Fruits and vegetable, is very important. That's where we get all of our essential minerals from and our vitamins and so forth, right? Pretty much when you eat your rice and your patties and so forth, you will get your calories and so forth here. But when it comes for the micronutrients, the phytonutrients, when it comes for the vitamins and so forth, that's in the greens, right? The greens and the red, the fruits and the vegetables. So super red contains a lot of that. Now, what is that needed for? Your body produces nitric oxide. And when you are young, your body naturally just produces to maximum amount, right? By the time you get to age 50, your body is only producing half of what it used to produce when you were in the 20s, right? And that is the reason that a lot of persons are kind of reckless when they're young. They're drinking, they're smoking, they're not sleeping properly, they're running here and running there, and they don't seem to be getting sick very early. But as they get older in age, and even maybe at that time they've given up these things, that's when you hear the doctor saying that they have hypertension and pressure and diabetes and so forth. And sometimes at that point is when they have kind of slowed down and they have, taken more responsibility for what they eat and so forth. But yet the damage started way back in their 20s. But your body is so robust that it produces nitric oxide when you're young. And that's a vasodilator. It opens up all of the blood vessels and so forth and decreases the pressure that's inside of it, right? We can easily understand if you have a pipe that is always, you have a half-inch pipe, water bring into your home and it's always bursting and because they tell the pressure is just too much. What do they actually do? Get bigger pipes so that so that the opening will be wider and that will decrease the pressure. That's exactly what happens, right? So this is how it works. You open up the veins and the pressure goes down. But it's a natural way of bringing your pressure down. It's not just taking a drug, popping in antihypertensive drug. This is a natural way. This is for your food, your greens, your red fruits and your vegetables. All right. Now, many of us cannot get all of the fruits and vegetables. We have some that you'll get in your local stores and so forth, but many of them you have to import, and the price is not the best, right? It's not the most convenient. And so many days we will go without having adequate amount of these minerals in our body to produce this minerals and and amino acids and so forth to produce the vitamin. So you need items that has a lot of nitrates, those that have alanine, arginine, and so forth, that will help produce the nitric oxide. So nitric oxide, what does it do? As the nitric oxide pathway begins and the reaction begins, the nitric oxide activates another enzyme called guanylyl cyclase. Guanylyl cyclase works on GTP, that is guanosine triphosphate, and it breaks it down to cyclic guanosine monophosphate. Now, this is a little technical for you. You don't personally need to understand that, but I'm just telling you that there is a science behind how these supplements work. As it does that, it works on another pathway that stops the contraction. That is the myosin light chain. And when it stops that, when you stop contraction, then your body relaxes. All right. And so as the relaxation begins, your veins open up and then your blood just flows in. It's like you had something, you're stopping the pipe and then stopping the water, and now you just let it go, and then it's just like a flood in. And that's exactly what happened. As it does that, the pressure that was being built just gets loose, and your pressure goes down and maintains it that way. So that person, I was speaking to someone today, and I said, you get onto this product, and you will begin to start consulting your doctor and saying, my pressure is going down. Let us start removing some of these hypertensive drugs, right? Of course, you want to do it gradually and in consultation with your doctor, but that ultimately is it. Now, the other thing it does, when you think of circulation in your body, it means that blood and nutrients is getting into all the cells. Waste products are getting removed, so your body is working in tip-top shape, right? For men, it is absolutely very important because we need proper circulation, adequate blood when we want to have an erection, and that is exactly what you're achieving. So you're helping your heart, you're helping your head, your brain, your focus and everything, but you're also helping yourself, especially at the moments when you need to. All right. As someone will say, when you need to rise to the occasion, you want to be able to do that and to maintain that. All right. So you're happy, the wife is happy, and you live happily ever after, right? So that's a good way to get it done by the super red. So that's if you forgot everything I said today, make sure you want to have your super red. And for ladies, it's very good because it increases libido as well. So so you're not left out. And how much is super red? Just $18 for the member, $24 if you buy in retail. When you compare it to any of the other products in the other good products, but you can see the price difference, right? Very, very different. So we have super green that now takes care of the green fruits and vegetables, and that's absolutely important for your immune protection, for energy and recovery, for your stress, for managing stress. It helps with your digestion if you have any digestive problem, or even if you don't have, but just keep it working properly. And also detox your system. So this is very, very good as well. And very, very good products in here. We're talking about products like alfalfa and the wheat grass and organic barley and chlorella and spirulina. All of this stuff on their own have so much benefit, but when you put all of them together, moringa, aloe vera, dandelion, powerful as a detox. You know, so you know that you're doing your body well. All right. The ashwagandha plant is part of it as well, and it helps to treat anxiety and relieve stress and so forth. So all of these things are ultimately very, very good. We have things like aminos that help build and maintain your lean muscle. As you grow, one of the first things that you begin to lose is your lean muscle. That muscle that covers the your sinews and so forth. You don't see normally because we have so much fat layer above it, but that lean muscle is what basically keeps your body, your structure to stand up properly, keeps your knees working properly, the muscles, right? The lean muscles. And usually we tend to lose that as we begin to grow. So the essential amino acid is the basic block that builds back the lean muscles, all right, or even maintain and protect it protect you from losing it. All right, it's also important, the energy and focus, and it really, really helps. It's like it gives you a nice boost, right? Especially if you're in the afternoon jog and so forth. You're tired, your brain is tired and foggy. This gives you a nice little push, all right? if you're walking and so forth. But this is natural amino acid. Nothing, no sugar. It's not a sugar stuff. You know, it's not a caffeinated stuff. This is just amino acid. We have protein for persons who really want to go on a plant-based and you want to have adequate protein for the day and not have to worry about getting your Kentucky Fried Chicken. You know, you want to move away from it. The helpful, the unhealthy stuff that's in there, you know, so you want to have and also have your essential amino acid with vitamins and minerals. This is a really, really nice compound that has been made. It smells nice, it tastes nice, it makes the best smoothies and shakes and so forth. And it is really, really compact. Factor 4 is absolutely important. We've spoken ad nauseum about factor 4 because it actually works. And that is the best, pretty much the best anti-inflammatory management supplement that has been formulated. All right. And this one contains 4 of the world's most powerful anti-inflammatory ingredient. That is omega, turmeric, CoQ10, and garlic. And you all found, you may have to buy 2 or 3 other anti-inflammatory products to get all of these in there. But this one has it all. It works. It fights inflammation, support your joints, but also it's very, very good to prevent chronic inflammatory disease, right? And the chronic inflammatory disease are the common things that you hear, the non-communicable diseases, the stroke, cancer, diabetes, and so forth. All of these are as a result of inflammation in your body. So you need, if you have something that is fighting that inflammation, what you're actually doing is controlling and even getting to a point of reversing the inflammation, right? And that is the way it gets you result because you are correcting your body. And it is good for healthy circulation. It's good for your immune system. It's pretty much energizing your body again, removing the bad stuff and removing the toxins and getting you to start working, your body to start working well again. I want to talk about a little about this one, energy, endurance, and electrolyte. Now, this is one we haven't promoted much at all, but it is really, really good, not just for athletes though. It's really, really good for everybody, right? But if you need to be moving, you want your body to be moving. If you're not incapacitated, you ought to be moving, right? Getting your circulation, everything working. But you want to do that safely, not having to be pulling a muscle here and straining your feet there and whatever, right? So energy, it's called E3, energy, endurance, and electrolyte. It has electrolytes to hydrate your cell, right? And to keep it healthy. It has the essential amino acids for that is needed for your electrolyte. And I just last week, I went on a 10K. I did not know it was going to be so long. So I went on the walk and it happened to be a 10K walk. And that put some challenge in me because I haven't walked in that distance maybe since before COVID. And all my muscles were aching, right? Really, really aching for 2-3 days afterwards. And that would have helped the electrolyte, the essential amino acid here would have helped me very well if I had been taking it, right? Because it would have improved my strength and the power in my muscle. It would have improved my muscle mass and decreased burnout and even help me recover after putting some stress upon my muscles. So this is a good compound. You're doing any kind of walking, you're an athlete, you're a cyclist, you know, you play football and these kind of things, you're doing bodybuilding, even that, you know, so this is very, very good for us. And it would help us also, you know, with the afternoon jog, you know, when you're feeling tired and so forth, the energy here is going to help. So what are the benefits? Enhance output and physical performance, all right? That's you're doing your exercise, increase your energy level, increase your cellular hydration, which is very, very important. Your mood, antioxidant capacity, your cognition, your mental processes speeds up and improve age-related muscle loss, right? So all of this is very, very good in your E3. And what is the cost of E3? You think it's so much? No, it's just $18. $18. Now, what is the bulk up? What is the cost of it? Similar product, the gymnasts and the persons who do their bodybuilding and so forth, they use it quite a lot. But what is the product? It's $50 here, $18 for hours. Alpha Brain is pretty much the same thing, $50 here, $18 per hours. So you could see you're saving quite a lot, all right? So this is how LiveGood has operated, keeping the price down. And if they keep the price down, you are able to get back onto the product and to maintain yourself on it, which is ultimately what is important, all right? So having said all of that, we also have essential oils. We have CBD oil. We have stuff for your skin, instant youth. We have ageless, a very, very nice product because it has collagen inside of it and helps your body rejuvenate collagen, which is what you would lose as you start getting older. And as you do that, your hydration in the cell, in the skin is lost, and then your body and then your skin begins to wrinkle up and look and get aged, right? So this actually rehydrates your skin, causes your body to start producing collagen again. And this helps. There's also the collagen peptide that is important for not just the skin, but for your joints, your lean muscle, protecting your lean muscle mass. Let me tell you, this protein makes about 30% of your body. In the highest other compound next to water. So you have a lot of protein, different types of protein. Collagen is the most abundant of it because collagen is in your hair, it's in your skin, it's in your eye, it's in your joints, in the ligaments, all of these places. So when your body is able to reproduce this collagen, it actually helps you maintain your ligament strength, your cartilage, and so forth, but also reverses the pains and the strains and the stresses that you probably have, the tears that you have. It helps repair them. And so this is a very good product as well. And of course, we have them in certain packs, like you have the essential pack, that is the multivitamins, your magnesium and your vitamin D, essential mineral and vitamins. You can have it this way. You can have the lean body pack that is really for persons who desirous of losing weight, but not losing their lean muscle, which is this is the problem with so many other programs, right? So this is here. We have the Ultimate Wellness Pack. Imagine you're getting 7 different products, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different products for just $100. Yes, in some companies you buy one product for more than $100, right? 7 absolutely important: super red, super green, complete protein, what I've just mentioned, magnesium, your vitamin D, your essential aminos, all of these for just $100. That is, you could only get that in LiveGood, trust me. All right, International Wellness Pack is good for persons who live in house even further afield still, and that one is free shipping, right? And then you get these inside of there, and persons have been on it. Now think about you getting a sample. It's called a sampler value pack, where you get in 17 of the best selling products for one low price, or 17 products here for just $240, right? That is LiveGood for you, right? Any other company, you would, on the 240, you might get 4 or 5 for the most, but not 17, right? And there's still other stuff LiveGood has in the making. We have the children's gummy vitamins coming up, calcium. We have detox products. We have early on we talk about the metabolism, to speed up your metabolism and so forth. So there are products that they're going to formulate for that: brain health, gut health, and just name it. All right, so there are many more things. LiveGood is aiming to become the Amazon of network marketing, just like Amazon started with books, and now Amazon sells pretty much everything. Well, LiveGood starts with supplements. Pretty soon they will be expanding to a lot more things. All right. Now, how do you become a member of LiveGood? You register with somebody. Somebody has a link. Somebody who's a member of LiveGood, most likely the person who invited you, has a link, and you ask, you're interested in getting started, and you just get that link and use that link to register. All right. Now, how much do you need to register for LiveGood? Just $40 to become an affiliate member, and $10 for your first month. So to get started, you need $50, just $50 US, and you can get started with LiveGood. Now, what else do you have to do? The only thing that you are, remember I said earlier on, you don't have to be paying for, you don't have to be buying products, you don't have to be selling products. That's not a requirement. But if you do, of course, there is some compensation that you get for that. But just maintaining your membership, because LiveGood is a membership club, a membership, unlike most membership, all Amazon Prime. If you stop paying your membership, you will not get your Amazon Prime benefits. If you stop paying your Netflix, you won't get your Netflix, you won't get your movies free of ads. You know, so you just maintain your membership. And how much is it to maintain your membership? Just $10 a month. $10 a month, not much at all. And you maintain your membership. Now, here's how other persons are doing it. They're paying for an entire year at one time. And when you do that, you actually get a discount, but you get a 12-month coverage. All right. And that is really, really nice. All right. Now, having become a member of LiveGood, what other benefits do you have? Well, LiveGood provides for you a landing page, what is called your link. And your link that that you create helps you share with your friends, and so that they can become a member of LiveGood, and they can buy their products and so forth. All right. So that is important. The second thing that comes along with your membership is a retail site is created for you, and you have an online a store basically with all of LiveGood products. They allow you to market it for them. And the way you market it is not necessarily by saying anything about the product, but by sharing your link with your friends. They go on, they could read up everything I've said there and a lot more of the product even before they make any commitment to it. All right. So everything about LiveGood is transparent. LiveGood.com is the place to go, read up on the products and see the benefits of every one of them, what's inside of it. And you can look at the certificate of analysis, the purity of the product and everything of that. So everything is there, right? But so in that store, all of LiveGood products is placed for you. Your store is filled. And anyone who sees any other product, after they've read upon it, they want to make a purchase, they can easily make a purchase directly from your website, right? And whenever a purchase is made, the LiveGood algorithm, the computers pick it up and know that it was bought from your website, and they are preparing your compensation for you. All right. Now, what are the compensation that LiveGood gives? There are 7 different ways that you can earn in LiveGood. I'm talking about earning. So it's just not a business just for health, but also helps for eradicating poverty. All right. So we say that it helps with your health and also helps with your wealth. All right. And that's a good thing to have. So what are the health the wealth building aspect it has? Fast Start Weekly Commission. With Fast Start Weekly Commission, what you find is that when you shared your link with somebody and they join LiveGood, they came in with $50, 40 for affiliate, 10 for their month, the first month. So they came with $50. LiveGood does not keep that money in their coffers. They give it back. The person who brought that person in, who shared their link, who told them about the business and they came in, that person, as they sign up using their link, that person fall under your sponsor. And that sponsor is given $25 by LiveGood as a payment for bringing one new person into the company. Now, when that new person brings in their friend, 1 or 2 or 3, they also get the $25, right? So whoever works get the $25 basically. And that is good because if you came in the first month and you paid your $50, within 2 weeks you brought 2 of your friends in because you start telling them about it, and they got excited and they came in. You've just made back the $50 that you spent, because you get $25 on the first person that joined, $25 on the second. If they have the food, $25 on the food, that's $75. But you only spent $50 to start. So you've already made a profit of $25. That's how easy you can in LiveGood. But LiveGood values the person who tell others about it. Now, here's what happened. If you have brought in 2 persons, you have become a bronze member. That's your first rank. And as a bronze member, you have what you have opened is a generational weekly start. So in other words, even if you were not the one who brought that person in, but you brought the sponsor who brought them in. In other words, if I bring Jack and Jack brings in Jill, then from Jack, I got $25. From Jill, I will get $5 because that's my second generation. I get 10%. And if I have more, if I have become a silver in the company, that is another rank, I go 4 levels down. So I have the children, the grandchildren, the great grand, the great grand, and the great great grand. You understand that way. So you can still be making a little money from persons who are joined way down below you, because of LiveGood compensation plan. There are another nice compensation called the monthly commission, and this one is as you start your business and other persons begin to join, whether persons coming from, everybody is given two positions directly under them, the left and the right. And when that is filled, then there's spill over. When the first line is filled, if you have a third person or fourth person, then it gets to be put under your first line. And then if you have more on when the second line is filled with the 4, then the 6th person go on in the third line and so forth. So you help build your team as well as your teammates begin to build the team. So when they begin to build, they all fall under you because you were the one who brought them in. And because of that, your matrix begin to grow. You can see how the matrix is growing, right? It's filling up. Now, when that happens, as you continue, you can go, the company allows you to fill up to 15 levels. 15 levels. That would take a lot of people, but if you can fill up to 15 level, you will be making $16,000 every month. Now, it doesn't have to be all the way there. Any part of the matrix that you're in, at the end of the month, you will be getting. So if you have 100 persons in the company, 25 cents from every person, then you will be making $25. And remember, the 100% is not all your effort. It's as you brought in 2, they look for their friends, they bring in, and their friends begin to bring, and your matrix just begins to grow. Over time, it will start growing bigger and bigger. Now, there's a matching bonus that's even more exciting because as you brought in persons into the company, I'm going to show you that on the next slide. So let's say you brought in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You brought in 7 persons in the company. Now, it could be 2, it could be 1, it could be 3 or whatever. But let's say you brought in 7 over time. And each of them, you made $25. You made $25 when they brought them in. But beside that, now they all are bringing their own people, and so your team is getting built, right? Now, because you are the one who brought them in, LiveGood says, here is a bonus that we have for you. Whatever the people that you brought in makes in the matrix, we will match it by 50%. So if your first person made $100 in the matrix, you will be getting 50. If your second person made $30 in the matrix, you will be getting $15, right? If your fifth person makes $40, you'll be getting 20. In other words, you get half of whatever they make. Now, that is not all, because according to the matching bonus, you can, beside the first level, you can also be making money on the second level as well. So make 10%. And on the third level, you can also be making 5%, on the fourth and 5 and so forth, down to five positions. So your matching bonus would begin to increase, because let me show you that. So if your matrix, 25 cents from everybody, your matrix, you got $92, and that's a real example of somebody. But look at what they got in the matching bonus. 3 times more, right? And so to a grand total of $411 at the end of the month. That's just one. But there is another one. Let me show another example. This individual is a gold, it's not gold, but a diamond. That means he have reached the highest level. And he makes, in that example in December, he made $1,292 in the matrix. But because there's a matching bonus that matches 50% of everything the person below you makes, then he ended up making $54,940 in the matching bonus alone. That's in 1 month. Plus he got a diamond pool because he's a diamond. I'll explain that just now. And at the end of the 1 month, that person picked up $81,000 plus. All right, just in the compensation plan at LiveGood. I'll talk about the diamond just now, but before that, the retail commission, the retail store that was created for you. If you share your link with your friends, you put it on your Facebook or whatever, and your friends click on it and they see the product, they begin to look at it, they begin to read about it, and they made the purchase, whether they told you that or not. Whenever the purchase was made from your website, then you will get a compensation for it, right? And it varies depending on how much how much sale was made, so that whatever profit the company makes, they split it half and half with you. And if you're a rank member, that is, you have reached a bronze level, you get 60%, not just 50, you get 60%. If you're silver, another 20% is added to your 50, that's 70%. And even if you get to diamond, then you get 80% of the profit. So ultimately, LiveGood is saying, if you help us sell $10, right, we will keep 5 and we will give 5 back to you. And that's a good deal, because ultimately they're the one who manufacture the product. They're the one who's stocking your online store, right? So you do nothing ultimately according to as it relates to the development of the product. What they leverage from you is your network, your contacts, right? As you share it with your friends, people begin to get excited, get to know about LiveGood, and they will join. And so LiveGood compensate you for that. There's the customer acquisition bonus. That's just another way that LiveGood looks to pay you. That's giving you a tip. There's the influencer bonus. That is also, that's for persons who are able to sell the products, you know, and the bigger they sell, the more sales that they bring for the company, the more they benefit from it. Then there's a diamond pool bonus that is exclusively for the diamond pool member. When you become a diamond member, you are basically a shareholder in the company. So whatever the company makes for the month in terms of its revenue, 2% of that is placed in the diamond pool, and all the diamond pool members share it. And if you saw the example I showed you a while ago, the diamond member made $25,000 in there alone, right? So that's an aspiration that most persons have, to try to get to the diamond along the way, with time, but along the way. Now, how do you get your money? If LiveGood has compensation for you, how do you get that? If you're American, you know, you have your American bank on account, they can send directly into your account. But for us, most of us who live in the Caribbean and elsewhere, in Canada and elsewhere, we are considered international. And so there is the e-wallet, a global e-wallet that is in your back office that collects that money, or rather it's paid to that wallet. That's your personal wallet. It's like your online bank. And then when you can, from that wallet, you can leave it there. You can use it to pay your monthly subscription. You can use it to buy your products. You can use it, you can even extract it and put it in another place, another bank, another place, right? And the way that you do that is either from bank transfer, wire transfer, or you can use a prepaid card. And the prepaid card is a MasterCard. And MasterCard has a contract with LiveGood to manufacture a special card for the member. And you see, it says world up here. That means it can be used across the world. So wherever you are, you send that money onto your card, and then you can go travel with it as a normal credit card, normal, right? Because that's what it is. As long as there's money on there, it's valid. All right. And so that MasterCard is used to, at the point of sale, you can make your reservation, you can shop on Amazon or wherever with it. It's a legitimate card, debit card, pretty much. All right. And then of course there is crypto. And if you know anything about crypto, about Litecoin, about Ethereum and so forth, and you want to get paid in this manner, you can request that and your money will be sent in crypto. All right, so that is pretty much what it is with regards to LiveGood and the business, and how you can compensate, how you can get money back. All right, to help whatever situation that's at home that you need some extra cash for, and not just a one-off thing, but a residual thing. So it is my encouragement that if you're not a member of LiveGood, you really want to be part of it. And if it's only what you want to do is to just buy your products for yourself, then that's fair. But it's better to be in it than to be sitting on the sidewalk, on the sideline, just looking in, right? Listening to the lecture and say, I will, I will, I will, but you never do, right? And so ultimately the decision is yours, but there is advantage to getting in and getting started, get your products for your health. Whilst you're getting healthy, you can also be making some cash in the compensation plan. There is a method that we have more recently discovered that it is the best method to use to grow the business is to do what is called the power of three. So everybody, when you're into the company, you want to tell your friends, and you don't have to go all over and tell everybody, but the more you tell, the better, because out of the 10 or 12 that you contact, maybe one or two alone might even read the mail, right? So granted, but as persons get to know more about it, they will begin to come in, and because they see direct benefit from the stuff here. And they are not chemicals or anything of that, so they're natural products, properly manufactured, and very, very transparent in terms of what inside of it, and you have information as to what it is good for, how you can use it, and everything is here and on the line and within these lectures. So we really want you to get on board and to help this company grow, but also to produce that you can benefit out of it as they grow. But with every presentation like this, with every business, there are no guarantees, right? Individual success it may vary and is dependent upon one's individual's capacity, business experience, expertise, dedication, level, desire. And of course, if you are motivated, if you are excited about it, and you begin to not just use the product, but also talk about it, other persons will get to know, and they would want to come and see what you have found. That is how LiveGood have grown in the last 17 months, and that is how it will continue to grow, right? Not by any big advertisement. You will not see that on there. What you would see is one friend going to tell their friend, I have found something good. You need to have a look at this. All right. And pretty much that's what it has been done. And it is breaking all kind of records as it relates to its growth. All right. Having said that, I thank you very much for your listening and participation. If you have any question, we will take that at this time.